Alright, for the quarterfinals of top 8, we have Brad Phillips versus Ryan Dale.
Brad Phillips will be playing PsyFrames, and of course, Ryan will be piloting his crazy Draco Pal deck.
Rescue Pals.
Rescue Pals,
Rescue Pals.
whatever he wants to call it.
He's got his hamster up there.
And
so, brief history about Brad. He topped 8 a YCS?
Yep,
Huma.
And of course, Ryan, our MOS3 champion, and MOS2 second place.
Yeah, the runner-up.
So, very good player.
You guys already saw one game with Ryan already. You saw how he played his rescue pals. Those rescue hamsters really coming in handy. I didn't think that rescue hamsters would be that strong or that
Yeah, the combos in that deck are absolutely insane. I remember he told me about it after the tournament. He was saying like, oh, he just goes into like 7 sins to like just like banish every Cosmo monster or some crazy shit. But overall, I mean, this is going to be a pretty crazy match. I'm pretty sure Ryan knows Brad is playing PsyFrames. They're both friends, so they know each other. They know exactly what they're playing. And
Brad decided to be the no fun police. Decided to like negate. Like, all I want to do is say no to cards.
all I want to do is negate, no matter what.
Trying to be a judge or something? That's his career path. Going to be a judge. Still shuffling up.
Look at me top 8. I don't even know what you're talking about.
Yeah, funny thing about Brad is he's never really. He won 1 locals. That's it.
Is that what he posted on the feature sheet?
So he has
he's
7.
Won 1 locals.
He's got 7 regional tops, 1 YCS top, and yeah,
and some local tops.
One local top.
Yeah, so more YCS tops than
locals apparently.
Locals, well, okay,
so I guess he only performs good in like high stakes situations.
Yeah, no, but I mean we're joking here. Brad is a very skilled player.
He's a very scary player.
Yeah, and actually, like the thing that Brad was talking about. Oh, where we begin?
Okay, we gotta start off with the magical abductor. What's going on there? I took something out.
I think he's just taking out his extra deck, like a token or something.
So, just so you guys know, the abductor effect, every spell card that you activate will put a counter on it, and once it has 3 counters while it is a pendulum card, it will search out any pendulum card out of your deck. So it's basically kind of like a gateway.
Yeah,
for
mini gateway for pendulums. So cards like you see here, Painful Decision will definitely give counters, or cards like Sky Iris and Terraforming is very good with this card because it will search whatever you need, and then you can pop the abductor afterwards to search the scale pieces.
That is true. Okay, it's something that we can kind of see Ryan's like. So Painful Decision has been played. He's going to be adding a master, ditching a master. I saw a rescue hamster still in his deck. There's a Skullcrabat. Oh, there's a 1-up card in Ryan's hand. Skullcrabat. Okay, so now he plays out the. So that's 2.
After 2 low scale, he's just gonna pop it. He's basically using it just for
the number
counter.
Yeah, just the counter. You can definitely play another counter on it, right? Or just another pendulum card.
You see, he has an Archfiend Eccentric that could complete the scale with 3 and 7, and he can search 1 card.
Brad did not react to it so far, so now he goes into Skullcrabat. Does Brad have the gamma? But do you even want to, like, since he's not going first, he doesn't have the field spell set up, so that's not exactly the best timing.
Yeah,
like,
but if you have something like Alpha, Brad has actually told me, because I've talked to him quite a bit about this, is you actually want to negate something off the turn 1, even though you don't have the field spell, because then you can banish the cards and set up for Psychic Field Zone.
That is true.
Not to mention you get a negate, which is pretty good by itself.
You just get really scared if your opponent sets up a bit too much, like a Solemn Strike or something like that in the early game. That actually gets really painful because the moment you activate it, there is no response to you. That's something that you can't say no to.
Yeah, and Ryan will also have to be very careful about huge comeback plays that PsyFrames have. So if they have a beta in hand and the field spell, they can negate your attack and then Black Rose your whole board in the battle phase.
Yeah, that's really scary. Oh, pendulum everything. Yeah, I believe that is the right play because there was no response on Brad's side.
Yeah, and Sorcerer is just going to pop. He's first turn, if you get first turn against PsyFrames, it's usually very safe to just do whatever you want. It's not very punishable.
So the Sorcerer will be searching out the Monkey Board and the Turtle. Very standard. Draw 1, search 1. He might go for it right away since there was no reaction on Brad's side. You just want to be able to do it now before things start to get negated.
Yeah, you really want to just develop a board and just be able to attack. The thing with PsyFrames is, when you play against PsyFrames, if they have cards in their hand and they have negates and they have setup, it becomes a struggle. Every card you play is literally just killing you faster. So the way to play the matchup is, if you get to go first, you just develop and then you can attack with it, or you play your deck like you're playing a bunch of vanillas. You normal summon and attack and attack and attack, because if they don't, the less you do, the less chance they have for negates.
So Turtle has been played with the monkey board. Turtle will draw, monkey board will now search. I didn't see what he drew off the top from the Turtle, but his search, I don't know. I remember his board does not run Donkey, so he was winning the Sorcerer.
Now it's interesting, I think, when we see Titanic Galaxy come out here from Ryan, I think it's actually a pretty good option for him.
Yeah, he definitely can do it, because it will absorb the field spell if he needs to.
So he's not going to make a Gnister.
Revive one from the grave, for sure, because he played that painful decision earlier on. He's going to go,
Magister.
Magister effect.
Luster.
Is he going to go into
second Dynastor? Or
yeah, he is
Gnister?
running. He's probably running 3 Dynastor, and there's no point going into the Ignister.
Yeah, there's no reason here, especially because you get the summon.
Yeah, another free summon. This is a very, very good board. Oh, overlay into Harbinger. No. That's wrong. Lancelot.
Lancelot.
Oh,
so
that's
also a mandatory negate.
Just be careful. I've seen someone lose with this card. It was very sad. It was a Cosmo matchup. They went into Lancelot thinking that they would win, but with the Cosmojo, and well, unfortunately, it did not work out.
Yeah, the other guy just normal summoned a Slip Rider,
and he tried to Cosmojo
and attacked for game.
And that was it, because it's pretty weak.
Yep.
So Brad drew a PsyFrame card off the top.
Yeah, it looks like he has one
alpha.
of his drivers, though. One of the vanillas in his hand.
Which,
I mean, it's not the best draw, but it's still usable with the field spell and the trap card. If you don't know, the field spell, you can dump driver and boost the PsyFrame monster by 2500 attack.
That's really good.
Yep,
And that's a damage step thing, too.
And the trap card is even better. You just dump a PsyFrame card and
Banish face down.
Yeah, banish a card face down. And cards that are banished face down are basically gone forever from the game. You can't really interact with it because the game cannot confirm whether or not that card is actually legit, like real or not, right? So if you have a banished Cosmo monster, then the Cosmo monster can't be returned by Cosmo Town.
Yeah.
Banish face down. Yeah, so Brad here, very passive PsyFrames. They're going to be incredibly passive on their turn.
Yeah, they can't do anything.
Yeah, the thing about PsyFrames is
They're all Nomies.
you're really just playing on your opponent's turn. The game is played entirely on your opponent's turn, and on your turn is basically just drawing and Psychic Field Zone. You'll see Card D, Psychic Field Zone, playing the field spell. That's basically the range of plays that they get.
Unless,
Mostly
of course,
everything is
you
done
give
on
them
your
something to
opponent's turn.
negate.
Yes, of course.
Unless you give them something to negate.
Yeah.
I try to do something? No? Yeah. Okay. Usually not the best thing to do, but he can negate the Lancelot, because Lancelot is a chain link too, if he has a Gambit. But in his hand, I saw an Alpha, and the Alpha was top deck, and the Beta was already in hand.
And you see here, Brad is setting Psychic Field Zone and putting it back to his hand. And I've talked to Brad about this. He actually thinks that mind gaming your opponent in PsyFrames is incredibly important. Creating the mindset of where your opponent feels like you have negates for everything. You know, where he's just like putting cards down, like making your opponent feel like you have every out and making them struggle against you. That's very important.
So he's going to be attacking. He's activating Beta. So Lancelot has to negate.
Oh, he's going to chain?
Oh, he chained it.
Okay, Lancelot should be banished face down, but doesn't really matter.
Damage is going through. So there's the 1950.
Yeah. As you can see, Ryan, who has played Brad a couple times and knows what PsyFrame does, also has to read the cards.
I think it's still pretty smart to get rid of that Lancelot, because like it's really going to be in the way. If he gets multiple negations off of your hand, you're getting counterplayed right here. That's like, this is not what's supposed to happen. You're supposed to say no, not them.
Effect negation is very strong, so cards like Majesty's Fiend or cards like Solemn Strike. Solemn Strike incredibly powerful. Because you can also just end the chain. They can't chain on it because it's a counter trap. Are very, very powerful against PsyFrames. Especially how to play against PsyFrames, the #1 best play is to just force them to make a negate when they have the field spell up, and then when the monster summons, the field spell itself will activate. And when it activates, you chain a card like Twin Twister or MST.TV and hit the field spell, and then
they're stuck.
Yeah, and they're stuck. And PsyFrame monsters can only negate in their hand using their hand effects when they have no monsters on the board.
That is right. So Ryan goes into a hamster play now. It's actually quite scary because his extra deck is quite loaded. He can go into an Abductor. He can go into Lizard Draw. He has a lot of options.
Yeah.
He can even go into Hamster
Yeah,
right
and
now.
the funny thing about Hamster is if you tribute Hamster, and as long as you have a valid target, you can also get itself. You can get something that was just sent there
It's like the Lumina.
at the resolution of the chain.
It's like the Lumina plays back in Light Sworn days when Light Sworn's released. You can Lumina and ditch a Lumina as long as you already have a valid target.
Yes, yes.
So yeah, he's gonna go with a double hamster play here. Alpha.
Alpha is coming down.
So he's gonna get Search, and he's gonna summon out a Driver.
No field spell for Brad though, so
He needs a Fuel Zone. Like this is more ideal if he does get a Fuel Zone, but if I was Brad, I would definitely hit off one of these guys just so that the Fuel Zone would happen.
Yeah.
I mean, there's Fuel Zone, and there's also the other one that also adds two of the Psychic monsters back to your hand.
well the trap is dead right now because he used it on Lancelot during the battle phase. So it's currently Ryan's main phase 2.
It's pretty safe.
Yeah.
It's hard. Like I think Brad probably wants those cards to be
Yeah,
banished.
but yeah, he definitely wants the Driver to be banished because he has Psychic Field Zone in his hand, but Ryan is basically free to develop as he pleases, so cards like maybe Castell will come down to clear the trap.
Yeah, that trap cannot live because it's once per turn, and
Yeah, it is a very scary trap.
and like the thing about PsyFrames is that most of the power spells that recover cards, one that's like a salvage and the other, of course, Psychic Field Zone, those are 2 at a time. In other words, you're gaining pluses if you actually do it right. So he's gonna go in Diamond Dart. He's gonna go for the pop.
You don't really want to pop the trap card though because
Oh, he can pop the hamster.
yeah,
He can pop the hamster. I would probably pop the trap.
but the trap has an effect in the grave. It's like a quick effect. You banish it and you search a PsyFrame card, so it's better to Castell it. Interesting choice that he chooses Dire Wolf. I think
He does not run a Castell.
he doesn't play Castell.
He does not play Castell.
Okay, so
Because he uses his pops through the rescue hamsters.
So Diamond Dire, the choice for Ryan here. Maybe it'll help him.
He's popping his Diamond Dire?
No, he's good.
Is he targeting?
Yeah. So here Ryan is asking Brad if he can banish it during either player's turn,
Yes.
and the answer is yes. It's a quick effect.
It's a trap. Most traps have. So yeah, he popped the right card. He popped the Driver. It's really hard to get that Driver back.
Especially because it makes Field Zone dead now for Brad. Yeah, it's really struggling here.
He's reviving a... Okay, that's why he popped it. That's why he kept the rescue hamster alive. He can go into another Dynastor.
Yes.
It sure looks that way. Or he can go into... Yeah, there's the Dynastor. He can revive
Dynastor.
even more stuff. I can see why a Dynastor is such an important card in Ryan's deck. That's why he's running free. He cut a lot of stuff that would be considered a staple in many Draco Pal decks.
He cut Castell, which is absurd. Castell arguably one of the best cards in the game.
Pendulum Summoning! This is a very safe Pendulum Summon.
Yeah, no, there's nothing Brad can do because he has the most.
Actually, I might go into Ignister now and spin away that back row.
Yes, that would be a good choice.
That would be a very good choice.
Oh, he's popping Monkey Board with Sorcerer.
So
he's going to draw.
Pot of Greed coming. Incoming Pot of Greed.
So Ryan playing this very smart. The moment that monster is on the board, he's using
Every
basically
single card.
all his opportunity to develop because his deck just becomes available now.
Here we go.
Yes, they're coming down.
Do you know what's a funny card that you could throw on your opponent's side? You can give him you can flip an old geometry. That'd be hilarious. That'd be hilarious. It kills them. My hand is now dead. Considerable tech. Considerable.
Yeah, Ryan's deck is actually getting very, very low here. Deck out is actually a serious problem in the PsyFrame matchup. You want to actually conserve resources. And I feel like Brad is sitting here. He's actually sitting very comfortable.
So he drew into a Odd Eyes Light Phoenix, Odd Eyes Performable Light Phoenix, and a Rescue Rabbit. So he's getting his rescue team right here.
The rescue pals.
Man, look at the card advantage that Ryan has. Like, he's got a full board.
Yeah.
Is it 5 monster? Oh, well, about to be 4 monster, but 4 cards. Nope, 5 cards on board now.
Yeah, but the thing with this game state, though, is that Ryan isn't really doing damage to Brad, which is a serious problem. Advantage is not really a big deal because they play so many good comeback cards, and resource management is very important in this matchup. It's honestly, the game board is not as one-sided as you'd think. Obviously, Brad's hand is not that great, but one card can change it.
Of resource management, Ryan is now recycling his resources back into the extra through the use of Daigusto Emerald, and he's going to get that draw. Interesting enough that I don't know why he shuffled his deck. I guess the card on Daigusto Emerald did say shuffle the deck or shuffle the cards back in, so I guess, but nothing really went back in since they were all extra deck monsters. Yes. So Light Phoenix has been played. He can blow up the Turtle to summon itself out.
Yeah. So I think here, yeah.
Does it look to be a little defensive?
He's just gonna pop it with Ignister anyways. It's not really gonna matter.
Okay, he got rid of the Overload. Overload is a very scary trap.
Yeah, that needs to go. So, Brad's hand. Card D, Fuel Zone, Driver. He really needs to feel it's about to do anything at this moment.
And both these players are playing to advance to the next round. Whoever that loses here is out. So you're into another beta. Not the best, but he does have the field spell now.
Yes.
And Ryan did not go into Harbinger. I don't think he plays Harbinger anymore. Oh, card D. Okay, can we gain a little card advantage from
He
this?
needs to see beta here. Beta
he has beta.
and Delta.
He does have a beta.
Oh, he has a beta? He needs Delta. Does he have Delta? I can't really see it.
He needs maybe even a Gamma.
Yeah, he needs...
Maxi.
Maxi's
alright.
Maxi very good in this deck.
But it's kind of late. Look at the board.
Yeah. It is a little late, but...
What is this? Oh, Twin Twister. Oh,
he...
There was
if
no
there
Delta.
If there was a Delta, he would be punished for that. That's not... That is a very greedy play by Ryan.
I think this game is going to end now. If that field spell dies, for sure. Yeah, okay, there's the cost, so I think this game's over.
How is it during end phase? Doesn't really matter.
Well, actually, no, I don't think it's over. There's still a beta. The beta might buy a turn or two.
Yeah. It's very hard to play around beta. Not many decks can play around beta. It's just Battle Fader.
You need basically maybe a side blocker to call it out.
but then,
if you screw
then
up,
they can use Gamma.
They have Gamma.
But Ryan is pretty safe here. The field spell's gone. He can't make Black Rose on his turn. He can't make Omega. It's actually not looking very good for Brad. Brad's only hope is to stall it out and deck out Ryan, really.
It would be funny if you summon out 3 Pendulum Summon. Oh, boosted. It's a 3k beater now.
That is a very big board.
He's not going to die, though.
Weird he's not using Emerald's effects.
Oh, Beta. Beta will now be battle fading out. Destroy the monster and end the battle phase. Really solid card. Unfortunately, it is archetype specific. You have to be running a driver to get that effect.
Yeah,
when you run out of driver,
generic.
It sucks.
If PsyFrame Gamma, Beta was generic, that card would be absolutely insane.
I would replace all Mirror Forces so that I have a hand trap, Battle Fade / Mirror Force. No,
that would be really retarded. Now let's see here if Ryan will Ignister spin the driver back. I think the driver is...
No, I would probably kill the driver.
But if you leave the driver, it banishes it during the end phase and it opens up Psychic Field Zone, which is something you really don't want because then
both of them must die.
Yeah, because then they start recycling a lot of cards and it's not good.
I'm actually quite scared. Like the thing is, Ryan's been maintaining like a huge hand size. Like look at his hand versus Brad. I think he's down to like 2 cards now.
Yeah.
Doesn't feel too good. Still getting more and more searches.
More deck thinning.
His deck's so thin already.
Flash Knight.
His deck's on a diet now.
That's a flashy play.
But okay, Flash Knight, never thought it would be coming into competitive play. Never thought that I would actually feature a match using Flash Knight, but he told me that he only ran this card because he needed to fill with something. And he had 2 extra empty slots. So, okay, there we go. There's Flashlight. It's a high scale.
Lucky Ryan. Every Draco Pal player is like desperately trying to cut stuff for more slots, and he has 2 extra slots.
I think he streamlined his deck to cut out various strategies. Like, he didn't need all the options available. He thought that he just needs the best options, and then he built his deck around that.
Yeah.
So
It's more about turboing than
there goes
versatility.
the driver.
Yeah, so it's a smart play.
So now
Denying Brad field zone.
this bus is now gonna crash. No driver.
Not looking good for Brad.
One interesting thing.
He does have another card D though.
That's true. Then, no, of course-
Maxi not coming down? Did he? He didn't Maxi. Oh no, there it is.
Maxi, yeah, the Maxi to go down.
He's gonna draw an upstart. It's a very long game one, but as PsyFrames are very known to just go into time non-stop. It's a very, very stall, negate deck.
Well,
Oh, card D.
Card D and the field spell going down again.
Another Maxi and another Field Zone.
Maxi's good.
Yeah, Maxi's good.
Field zone.
Now, if I was Ryan, I'd just basically just declare attack here.
I don't think it's a choice. Like, that's 2 beta downs, right?
Yeah.
If 2 betas are dead, you might as well just go in.
Yeah, you basically have to go in. He's got very few cards in his hand. I think he has 3 cards in his hand.
If you do, the thing is, when you play against PsyFrames, the more things you do, the more things you'll be doing wrong.
Yeah, and that face down is actually incredibly scary because Brad plays Drowning Mirror Force. Now, Drowning Mirror Force, if you're not up to date with the new cards, Shiny Victory.
A direct attack will be spinning all your cards back into the deck.
Yeah, so
That
a
will kill
true negative. Basically, it truly removes your board. Basically, it reduces development back down to nothing, which is pretty insane.
I think Brad just top decked a Regeki. That's pretty good with the Maxi if he can survive the turn. If he can survive the turn, I don't know if he can. Doesn't look too good. But if he does have a Drowning Mirror Force, I did not see what the back row was.
It's not Drowning Mirror Force.
Oh.
Yeah, I think it's Overload.
Even-
But Ryan doesn't know that.
I think. Oh no, Eccentric comes
here we
down.
go.
I don't think that.
Yeah, Delta.
Oh, he's popping the Psychic Field Zone. No, Psychic Circuit. PsyFrame Circuit, sorry.
So he's more afraid of Beta and getting Black Rose than anything.
Beta Black Rose is a brutal play. It won't kill the board because Ryan will still have his 2 Pendulum Monsters thanks to the protection effect from Dynaster.
Yes, if Black Rose would come down. But Black Rose not an option anymore because the field spell was popped.
So it was an overload. Banishing his
Ignister?
no, he's banishing the Ignister and banishing his driver. Now I guess he can Field Zone. Ooh. Brutal.
Actually, it's not lethal on the board right now, is it? Oh,
Don't think so.
needs one more
No,
monster. There
there's-
we go.
There hasn't been very much damage going through.
No, I don't believe any damage has gone through.
No, actually, no. This board is lethal. I think he needs one more dude.
Yeah, I think it's too little.
So that's 18, and then Flash Knight's 17.
2000?
No, it is lethal. It is lethal because Brad did take damage earlier on the 1950.
Oh, yes.
So this will kill him.
Brad's still looking very, very calm when he's basically staring
Dead.
down death. And
Baiting his way through. All right, game
trying
one
to
goes
mind
to
game his
Ryan.
opponent down. Very well played by Ryan.
All right, game two. Let's see what are we gonna get something awesome out of here. Game two.
Interested to see what Brad has cited for Draco Pals.
I don't know,
Anti-spell fragments.
but he is going first, so he
unlikely.
gets to set up the immediate advantage. If he has Card D to start off with like a back row and a field spell, I think he's
Card
good to
D,
go.
field spell, and overload would be amazing. And then card D into like a Maxi or some negations. That's the absolute dream for Brad.
I don't think he's going to be setting in his Epsilons. There's not a lot of traps that Ryan runs.
Yeah, so Epsilon, if you didn't know, PsyFrame Epsilon lets you negate trap cards. Is generally not very good.
So field spell and pass. That's a very quick turn for a PsyFrame player. So then again, you can only play fast. There's only so much you can do.
Ryan has MST though. Ooh, and
MST, and he has
Delta comes down.
Delta negating the MST, and I guess he immediately goes into the driver. Driver will now be synchroing.
Yeah, showing a little bit of, I think, inexperience here in the matchup from Ryan.
Well, he doesn't have a choice though.
No, I mean
you want to get rid of it, right?
No, the key way to play it is to bait out a negate and then chain MST on the field spell.
On the field spell.
So the monsters are stuck.
So there is the Omega.
Yeah, but Ryan he knows what he's doing. He's probably has accounted for it.
Oh, I'm going to be eating out of a card. Oh, terraforming. That's actually kind of big. It limits out Ryan's plays, and he can't search out his scales and whatnot.
It's like a solemn strike set.
Yeah, it's definitely a strike.
And a set
Oh
card.
man, that's such a bad turn.
Yeah,
Standby
Omega's
phase
coming
Omega's
down.
coming back. So it's a 20. Omega's just the stats on Omega is so crucial. It's so strong. You just run it over.
Poor Flash Knight.
Flash is dead. Brad's declared with phases.
He always says declare your phases.
Well, then again, he has to because like Omega has effects in standby as well.
Yes. But it has nothing banished at the moment.
Yeah.
Also, Omega's quick effect in main phase 1 lets you banish a card from your opponent's hand, but because your opponent is turn player, they actually get...
First card.
Yes, turn player priority because the game enters into an open game state in main phase 1.
Yes, that's something that should be clear.
Oh, that rip.
That's so interrupt. He's like interrupting him non-stop.
No.
However, now he can play that terraforming.
Yes. He also has Phoenix in hand.
And he can search high and low scales with this. Because
Skyris.
of our newest Odd Eyes performable guys. But, okay, one great thing about Sky Iris is that it protects your performable skills.
Yeah, and also very good in this matchup because it will protect your scales from overload.
That is true. Can't target him.
Yeah, they have to basically target the Iris first.
Low scale on the Phoenix, high scale on the Lizard Draw. That Flash Knight coming back.
The Pen 1 Flash Knight.
That's a pro play.
That Flash Knight is going to town.
He's flashing his knight.
Oh.
That is a
Alpha. Oh, okay.
No,
He
alpha.
has Solemn Strike.
Activate. Oh,
Yeah,
get
it.
strike, son.
Ooh. He's gonna strike it for that meaty damage from Flash Knight.
15 on strike. Whoa, you can attack.
no.
Beta comes out. I believe a Zeta is going to be synchro.
Another Synchro is coming out.
Or black. Oh, no, he's not going to go Black Rose.
The more you do...
The more you do wrong.
Yeah. No, the more you do, the more you struggle. The worse it becomes.
It's like it's a finger trap.
Yes, it's a Chinese finger trap.
The more you pull out, the more you get stuck.
He's gonna draw with a draw. Oh,
Yeah,
very desperate plays by Ryan. It's not looking very good for him.
I think he's done. Is he top decking? Well, he's not top decking. He's at sorcerer still.
He's basically
But
top decking.
that's a lot of damage. 25 and 28. Ooh. It's not game yet. Close.
Yeah, this game not looking very good for Ryan.
He paid 15 for the strike, so that's 4k just from that, and then 28 on top. He has not a lot left. Standby phase.
He has to play one card before Omega is ripped from him. His last card. It's not a quick play, so it's Abductor and Sorcerer.
But he already has a scale of 3. And Sorcerer is... they're both low scale. He needs Sky Iris.
He can use Sky Iris.
He needs Sky Iris.
To chain.
Sure. Oh, he's summoning out the...
Ooh.
Sword. Okay, now this card gets ripped.
Yeah. Is that not Solemn Strike? He's gonna leave it.
Oh, that's actually pretty smart, summoning it out, because now he can actually search out the Odd Eyes Unicorn.
Yeah. He could also just put it on scale, and this play uses his normal summon.
No, but then if he actually summons out the Sorcerer now, it's gonna be big.
Ooh, this is very good for Ryan. He's gonna get a pretty big... Oh, Maxi coming down right away. Ooh, Maxi.
Thanks for the Maxi. Effect of Sorcerer. On summon effect, targeting...
Zeta can't
Scales?
remove itself from the field anyways. It has to be an attack position monster for Zeta to activate, so Brad basically can't negate anything.
Yeah, I think Ryan kept that into account. Zeta's stuck there right now. Huh. Very interesting matchup compared to most of the other games. Not as mad as I think it would.
Yeah, it's definitely an interesting matchup. For players who are inexperienced in the PsyFrame matchup, this is a very frustrating
You don't want to play against Brad
matchup.
playing this,
Yeah,
because
you
Brad is
don't wanna-
so good at calculating advantage, and what he doesn't do any unnecessary moves, which helps him maintain card advantage when you play against you.
And he knows exactly when to drop the negates, the big negates for the format.
Even though his interview was like, if it looks scary, I'll negate it.
Yeah.
No, he knows.
The thing about Brad, though, is he's been playing this game for a very long time. And while he says that, even though he is playing largely on intuition,
it's good enough.
It's very good because his intuition is very, very, very good.
Yeah, it's on point.
Yeah, he's been playing for a very long time.
I think he only needs to successfully get one good attack in this, and then it's over. No back row. I'm sorry, Ryan. Your board's just dead.
And, overload. He drew into overload. Very, very good. It's a dark hole,
I
too.
would kill off... Actually, no, against Ryan's deck, even if you just kill off the Guitar and leave the monkey board, it doesn't do enough.
Ooh,
very
nice,
good, very
nice,
good.
nice.
That was a good twin twister. That's some of the timing that he needed. He just drew
But-
into a strike that this
But
strike
now,
is dead.
now he can use the trap card in the standby.
I think it's
Will
alright.
Brad do it?
I think it's okay. It's not as scary. But then he is about to lose a card in his hand thanks to Omega.
Yeah.
Omega is the most annoying hit and run card ever.
But here's actually a predicament for Brad here, is that the pendulum player with developed scales can easily just pendulum a bunch of cards in defense permanently. Unless he gets Black Rose on the board, this basically becomes a stalled game state. And Brad really can't win, and neither can Ryan really, because, well, Brad's monsters are just huge, and he can't really make anything that will get rid of it.
Okay. Well, the card that got banished out of Ryan's hand was an Abductor. Not sure if we can do too much. There's no, like, Draco Slayers.
Yeah, he's drew all the pals.
He's only
But
got-
he's gonna get a Pot of Greed here, so
That's good.
maybe he'll draw into some Dracos.
Maybe he'll go into Draco face-off
Yeah. He can go into he doesn't play Kestel. He can go to Diamond Dyer in defense mode
and pop that.
and then pop it and then enable attacking plays.
Don't
but-
forget he has a lot of beasts, like that Odd Eyes Light Phoenix. I believe
Yeah.
it's a wing beast, like can be popped from Diamond Dyer.
Yes. And he just chooses to
Nope.
play defensively. Very fun gameplay.
I don't think
here.
you want Zeta to actually fetch a card back out of the grave either.
No.
No.
But I mean, it's very difficult to remove it.
So he was banishing the trap. And he's adding into his hand. So he's adding
I think
a.
that's either an alpha,
No.
a gamma, or a beta.
No, it's probably a gamma.
It's probably gamma, yeah.
I can't tell. The cards are very small.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a delta.
Oh, okay.
It's a delta. Negate spell, he says.
He'll be able to return that trap card
feel a
during the
bit-
standby phase.
I feel a little bit bad
of
for
Ryan's
Ryan.
turn.
Ryan probably wished that he picked out his strike. Oh, the dark hole. The dark hole will be game if that hit lands. But there's no monsters. Of course, Brad can't summon anything. He needs a field zone to actually do anything right now.
So he's going to use Zeta's effect.
Add it back.
Returns it to the extra deck, adds a PsyFrame card from your graveyard to the hand.
And field spell's back. That's really annoying.
Yep.
Your field spell versus my field spell. Who can generate more advantage? Who controls the board better? The Centric Archfiend has been top decked. But you know, Brad
has Delta.
Yeah, he has Delta.
Yep. There it comes.
That negated. Goes to grave. Good on you, Ryan, for putting him in the right spot. People tend to
He
forget.
doesn't have in deck. It's got to be summoned from the graveyard.
Yep. That's the thing. It can come from anywhere.
Yep.
But once like the driver is banished, it feels so bad. If you lose all your drivers, it's.
Ryan being a good guy and not deck checking Brad.
I don't think there's any point because he knows the.
Yeah, he
Game might be
him and Brad
over.
are buddies. Gate again, and
And there goes the gamma, and the gamma seals this game. Ryan scoops this one up. All right, game 2 goes to Brad. 1-1. One
Yeah,
game.
we're going to game
apiece.
3, but actually, time is very, very close to being called here.
I mean, think about the game time you're looking at now. You're at least 34 minutes in. Starting off with
face off getting negated. Oh my.
Okay, Brad, if he has a field zone right now, it'll feel very good. So time has been called now.
So, end of match procedures. Ryan is turn player. He'll get turn 0. Brad will be turn 1. Ryan turn 2. 3, 4, 5.
There's the
and
guy.
if life points are exactly the same, because this is top cut and it's single elimination, a winner must be declared.
First blood.
Yeah. So,
Well, rather than calling it first blood, it's first end of turn where there's actually life points.
Yeah, so
differences.
at the end of every turn, life points will be checked, and the player with the higher life points will win.
So you can heal and win, or you can damage and win.
Yeah, you can burn and win. If you play life points for Solemn Strike, you'll lose.
The 3 back row, one of them is a drowning nerf, as I just saw in his hand.
And it's a twin twister.
Do it.
That is very, very. That's a very expensive twin twister.
0, right? Start 0. 0, 2.
Yeah, so already turn 2.
This is very quick.
Not many plays on Ryan's part. I feel like Ryan will have to be very defensive here and hopefully be able to take it as the game state gets more and more complicated.
2, 3, 4, 5. Last turn.
So Brad will be getting the final turn.
Summon Card D attack for game, boys.
So there's a hamster in hand. You can probably cheese and just defend non-stop.
Yeah, he's just going to set a bunch of cards. Hopefully he'll
But the
gain
thing
the
is,
advantage.
if Power Duality has been played, I guess Brad can constantly gain advantage if he really needs to.
I think the strategy here for Ryan is to draw and set cards into your spell and traps and monster zone until you have a large amount of resources to make the proper push. And since Brad can only keep 6 hand traps in his hand at most, he will be able to only negate 6 cards. So you'll be able to use the cards that you have set on the field and on the monster zone to basically make a very big push and basically do just a couple life point damage to win the game as turn gets into extra turns.
Alright, Brad drew 2 cards off of the card D. Just need to establish a little bit of damage. You know,
You good with that? Okay. My turn.
Ryan just setting, not doing anything.
Field spell
Circuit?
and card D. So he can actually play Twin Twister here without fear of negate because of card D. But I don't think he will. The last card in his hand, I believe, is Luster Pendulum. Is that correct? One's Terraforming Set and one's Twin Twister, and the last card is... It's a monster, and I think Ryan values it very highly.
So here's something interesting once you go into extra turns. You can't really use Solemn Warning or Strikes because they cost
Yeah,
life.
You can't pay anything.
you can't
Life
pay
points
now.
is very important now.
Which, unless you have an Ariadne to make him free. But I don't think you run that.
So I think
So
this
in
is
other
turn
words-
4 for Ryan. Brad will be next. Brad's next turn will be turn 5.
Brad
and then
can't
we'll
really
go
do
into
anything,
extra
right?
turns. Yeah,
Brad can't do much unless he has a field zone. If he doesn't have a field zone, he can't build a monster emperor. He doesn't run any of the other tech cards
Yeah.
like Thunderbird or anything.
Yeah, that's the thing with PsyFrames.
But
Card
again,
D is coming down.
Summon card D, attack for game.
Yeah, Brad shouldn't have drawn from the card. Oh, he summoned Maxi?
Summon Maxi, attack for
No
game.
way.
Do it.
Showed on camera. I had that, but I'm not going to because I ain't got the balls, man.
Oh, he's not doing it. He's not doing it. He's listening.
He just told the camera, if you can hear it, he said, I'm just to show everyone I have Maxi in hand, but I'm not going to do it because I don't have the balls. That's what he said.
What a guy. He's a
Quote me on
what
it.
a character. Brad 2016. I don't got the balls.
Brad 2016, no balls.
Okay, his Galaxy Cyclone just popped a terraforming. He can kill him. He can kill him.
Yeah, if he summoned that Maxi, he would have won right there.
Well, no, he's gonna entertain us a little longer.
I wonder what he was scared of. What would have really realistically stopped him?
Another Maxi. It's a sign. He drew a second Maxi now.
You should attack with it,
The
man.
game is letting him do it.
Oh man, Ryan is definitely fearing the beta.
The beta is very scary.
Yeah, if he normal summons and attacks and gets baited, he basically loses the game.
Just stall him. Oh, but there is a way for Brad to win though.
Yes. He can gain life points.
Yeah, he can gain life points.
Psychic cards. Psychic life transfer is a very good card.
There's the
synchro.
Magical. Okay, he can't make magical android. But
No, I don't think he can.
But he definitely can make psychic life transfer.
Yes. And Ryan doing the
Unless he doesn't
gain.
run it. Why would you not run it?
No,
I mean,
I'm pretty sure he runs it. Ryan doing the gain advantage by just setting cards and not dying.
I mean, he can definitely try to set up a board, but the back row is so scary. And there's Ryan definitely cannot attack. He drew and just drops a max C.
Brad is actually holding basically all the negates he needs to survive.
Oh, pot of duality.
Yeah.
Gets an
Ooh,
MS.
that's a
I'm gonna. Oh, he's gonna go with the overload.
That's basically MST.
Yeah, that's a better one.
It's a better
It's a better MST because he can pop anything. And the thing is, Ryan can't just keep setting now because of overload being a thing.
Well, he has to have one overload. That's 5 face down.
If he has 2 overloads, Ryan will be slowly running out of cards. Maxi has been activated on
right
Brad's.
away.
It's just dropping his Maxis like no tomorrow. It's like going out of style now.
Yeah. Honestly, at this point, Ryan actually doesn't have enough resources in his hand to make the push yet. He needs at least 3 or 4 more turns to gain enough advantage to actually make the relevant push.
We're on extra turns now. First blood. Okay, there's the first overload. There better be it. Yeah, thing is, Ryan can't react to this.
No, he really
He
cannot.
cannot react to this thanks to the just too many cards in Brad's hand, so you don't know which cards he can negate, and you don't want him to drop an Omega or a Zeta right now.
Yeah, Solemn Strike being hit was actually very, very good for Ryan. Basically the best one to hit because you can't use it.
Yeah, you can't use Solemn Strike on your opponent's turn. It's really just not very good.
Oh, so he has a Gameciel in his hand.
This is so bad.
Ryan considering the push now because he drew into, I think, Scale?
I'm not sure if he even wants to flip something. What if he has an Alpha? The feeling when you know that everything you do could be a land. You're playing Minesweeper and the number is 7. You have 1 slot that you can press on. You have one narrow path. Everything else is bust.
Yeah, that's definitely what it feels like for Ryan here.
Hurry up, we're in time.
Against PsyFrames, not a fun deck to play against.
Not at this point. Like you
No.
don't want to play against them in time.
This is
They have
super tense.
They have so much advantage in
Yeah.
playing in time. They need they lose because you can negate their stuff with the Solemn Brigade. But the problem is, in time, you can't use the Solemn Brigade.
Well, he can. If he has enough Solemns, he can play the Solemn and hopefully do more damage than what Solemn would do to him for the end of the turn. But the fear is he's got 6 cards in hand and 4 face downs. One of them has to be Drowning Mirror Force, and he has to have at least 3 negates in his hand. So it's very dangerous for Ryan still.
Summon Majesty's Fiend. Best card.
Tribute Summon Majesty's Fiend. But it's going to get overloaded. Come on.
Yeah, it's going to get overloaded. There's not much he can do.
Tribute Summon for Gameciel.
He needs more than 1 card to actually get out of this for sure. Trap Eater 1, since that doesn't do anything.
No. It's...
They're both playing chicken with each other. Okay, seriously though, Brad could have won way earlier.
Yeah, he could have won with 1 Maxi
The
attack. That was a
Maxi
Twin
from-
Twister face down. Has been there forever.
And I was gonna attack you.
Now Brad is telling Ryan that he would have summoned the Maxi and attacked him.
Have the balls, man.
What a guy. He's
I think Ryan's
definitely one of the more fun players to watch.
not a fun player to play against. I think Ryan's getting a little irritated with Brad here.
I would be too.
Yeah, especially in top 8, this is not a fun situation.
Since the very first summon.
So-
Is there an alpha now? Dropping
So
alpha.
okay, so Ryan here feels that he has gained enough cards to do the damage that is required to win the game.
Attack magical cylinder per game.
No, that's not happening. Brad likes to cheat people, but not
Not like
that.
that. Not like this.
I don't want to win like this.
I would. Oh, we're gonna go into time. I have 3 magical cylinders side just in
Oh
case.
man.
I hope you can handle it.
Too
A
bad.
blazing mirror force.
Blazing Mirror Force. I think Brad is considering
think-
his synchro options. He's reading Life Transfer, so he does play it. It's in his extra deck.
Oh, he's gonna win like that? That's so cheesy.
That is
just
top 8
that's,
cheese.
That's just as cheesy as using magical cylinder at this point.
Not as cheesy, but
Okay.
very close.
Hope you guys like this Cyber Dragon Infinity mat while these guys play chicken with each other. This is the top 8 mat from our
MOS3.
You know, a little. I'm also working on a new mat in the future, Ghost Ogre Ghost Reaper. I'm not sure if anyone would be interested. Maybe I'll make it a tournament. Maybe I'll just sell it. Just plug myself in here right now.
Okay, so Brad is drawing cards. He's gonna feel zone, I think.
Ditches a driver. Okay, he can feel
He
zone
can
now.
feel zone.
He can feel zone.
He can definitely feel zone.
Oh, got rid of the Twin Twister. I wonder
not gonna
how
chain
I
it.
wonder what Brad feels right now. He sees the Twin Twister. He could have watched.
Here's one Spiel Zone. Okay, there's basically nothing Ryan can do here. He doesn't have any hand traps in his hand. This.
You need a Ghost Ogre right now.
Oh no.
How is he in a life trap? Oh, bad. Is he gonna go with a graveyard?
Yeah. Banishes cards from the graveyard and heals.
Gain 12.
And-
turn
and-
4 game.
And Ryan seems to be disputing.
Ryan
Is he
wants
trying
to dispute this.
He's trying to dispute the rules here.
Nope. It's been denied.
Yeah, and
Actually,
and instead of winning with a maxi, he decided to win with a life transfer, and that's three
Oh, I think-
drowning mirror forces in Brad's control. Holy crap! That was an
That was-
intense game. Brad managed to win that round with a psychic life transfer. MVP of that match here.
That's the way to take a top 8 match. I think Ryan is
He's a little mad about that.
pretty mad about this.
Even as a buddy.
Alright, I hope you guys enjoyed that match. I was actually really entertaining to watch.
Yeah, that was a
I
long
like-
game,
I-
but good game.
I thought it would be more like pass, no, negate, okay, I die. More like negate all your stuff, I swing, I
Yeah.
win. Much longer than I thought. That's like the difference between like a skilled player and a not so skilled player playing the deck. I guess they explored many more options, and like even though one of the games when Brad had such a small hand versus Ryan having a full hand, and yet they were just like kind of holding toe to toe at one point.
Yeah, Brad even in those games looking calm as a cucumber.
Yeah. So if you guys enjoyed this game, please give it a thumbs up.
If you want to see more, make sure you subscribe.
And don't forget to hold on to your MST.
.TV.
Next round will be Dark Draco Pal, Darren versus Tommy.